Hello everybody and welcome back to November's Witch CASKET, which is under the theme of letting go on this dank, dreary November day. Hence the artificial lighting we've got going on here. Don't know how I feel about the artificial lighting, but it's better than being dreary. So before we get into this, I just wanted to share a couple of little things with you guys before we start, because the theme this week for the cards of the week on Celtic Witch Coven Patreon, showcasing the way that you shine or local artisans shine and people you really admire and like small businesses and stuff. And I thought I would do that here at the beginning of the Witch Casket. So for 2025, I decided to get a little itty bitty planner along with my planner, which is Celtic Goddess Calling, which is available now. But I kind of wanted a little diddy one as well, because mine's more of a workbook in my mind, just because of the giant pages. But I kind of wanted a little one for my notes, like dates and things I have to remember, because my memory is awful. So I tried a new one this time, which was the Country Wisdom and Folklore Diary. Isn't it cute? Keeping the old ways alive. And has been printed on FSC paper and board using vegetable-based inks by our printer's short-run press. Our diary is produced with a carbon-neutral footprint, and there's all the information down there if you want to pause. But Talking Trees Publishers, basically. And you can see it's teeny tiny, but it's got some of the cool little witchy features as well. So it's perfect for like dates and things. It's got the moon phases in it. So, you know, good stuff. Good stuff. Little publisher on Etsy. They're brilliant. And then I got my calendar for the year next year. What is the art? Is it Rizzoli? Rizzoli Universe? Rizzoli Publishing? Is that? And then the artist is Devon Forst, who I adore their work. So this is the Witches Throughout History 2025, the only calendar I am ever going to need, but it includes stickers. Because, oh my God, his artwork. Oh my God. Worth having. Oh. And just look at it. Herein lies the women, both wicked and wise, for open minds and curious eyes. Oh, the weird sisters. I'm not going to show you all of them, but it's basically witches throughout history. And just look. Oh, it's so creepy and weird and wonderful. I'm going to show you my favourites. I'm going to see if I can find this. Oh yeah, there's the stickers. Right with one of my favourites, which is his Lilith. So that's Lilith looking fierce. And then you get stickers. I'm such a child, or a Virgo, or both when it comes to stickers. I'm just like, you give me Hecate, Lilith, Weird Sister, Crow stickers, I'm in. And then I should have probably mentioned, magical correspondences are here down the bottom. So you have like Gemini and Cancer, stones, plants, colours and moon. I'm going to pull up September because it's my birth month. And I always have to check my birth month. Because I don't know about you guys, but if you hate your birth month on a calendar, it kind of ruins it for me. It might be I don't know what that says. But I really like it. It's Witch of Endor for September. So yeah, I'll just kind of show you guys the back so you can see. Oh, hang on a second while the alarms of this evil city go off. Right, anyway, let's get into Witch Casket for November. Oh my goodness, the light is terrible. I've got it all the way up. Sorry, guys. Right, open sesame. Yeah. That was way less effortless than I would have liked. Oh my goodness. Right, so we have Witch Casket letting go for November, and I remembered that it was letting go because I looked beforehand on the, not in here, but on the website, because it's all gonna be a surprise if Joey doesn't throw things on the floor. Let's try again. So looking at the oh no. The cards for the week were Moon and Moth, and Moon and Moth. It's gorgeous. Oh, is it these lovely muted tone? Oh, it's these lovely muted sort of tones again. Oh, I love it when they do this. All right. Your manifestations for the month on the back of the artwork. I love moths. So moths are really special to me, just as a side note. I mentioned this in the card pull on Celtic Witch Coven Patreon this morning, but they are part of my personal gnosis with Bive, and they represent sort of funeral shrouds and carrying moments of death with us and grieving and keening and overcoming those moments. So it's really interesting that they are in this synchronistic witchy casket about letting go. And I kind of love that. I've just bits of fern have attached themselves to me. So carrying bits of fern with me, Joey. That's very witchy. So what do we have? Oh, first up. Oh, cord cutting ritual kit. Interesting. Contains all you need to rid yourself of bad habits, a person, situation, or emotions that no longer serve you. Okay, let's have a look. What's one here? Right, so how to do it, and it's your traditional 2-candle system. Do a candle system. I imagine pretty much everybody has seen cord cutting rituals by now, and then you have the cord. So for anybody who doesn't know, the sort of traditional thing is you take your candles, you write on them, you inscribe on them, you use oils on them, you might roll them in herbs, and you attach them together, separate, sort of like this, with a cord in between. And then you light the wick, and as it burns down and the cord is destroyed, you're sort of envisioning or enchanting or adding your energy to it and allowing things to go. Magical spell candle holders. It jumped out of my hand. Come back here. These boxes are good. The attention to detail with these boxes, it makes me want to try and make sure I don't break the boxes because I want to keep them. So I'm guessing these are for the spell to pop the candles in. Oh, and they're individually wrapped. That's nice. ASMR. Oh, rattle. I amuse myself. Oh, they're pretty. I think they're ceramic too. Yes, witch casket all day long. These are gorgeous. Are they both the same? I'm imagining they're both the same. Got to amuse yourself, guys. Yeah, they're both the same, but they are adorable. They are highly glossy little ceramic candle holders. And honestly, they look like little teacups. They're adorable. I love them. So, yep. See, if I hold that up, that's going to fall. But you can see that the candles sit nicely in there. That's really lovely. And you don't have to just use them for this, of course. You can use them all sorts. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. They're weighty, and I love the little stars on them because I am a starry-eyed little lady. So those are perfection. Love. Love, 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 love. Ooh, look at the artistry. Oh, this is our crystal. And our crystal is Amazonite. My brain did not want to read that for a second. It was going... But honestly, look at the little... You could easily keep these cards and have like a little filing system and just... Amazonite is a gentle stone of truth, compassion and kindness. It helps you communicate your truth, soothing tense situations, balancing the nervous system and encourages you to move forward without fear. I really like Amazonite. I've used it before. And this is my one. Ooh, mine looks like foamy lake water. I kind of dig it. There you go, that's the crystal. Let's have a look at the pin. I love the pins. I'm excited because if you're a moth or a butterfly, I'm excited. Yeah! Yeah, baby. Trying to get the details using artificial light is interesting. It's gorgeous. There are little moons within it. Yeah, it's really, really... Aha! I think the light's just about right there. Beautiful. Love the pin. Love, love, love. Oh, that caramel tones. My inner Virgo is... There's something about caramel colours, and I mean, I like caramel smells as well. Might just be slightly caramel obsessed thinking about it, but I think this is to do with my Taurus moon, actually, because they do associate it with Virgo, but I realised, and I was saying this on the podcast for the full moon on Patreon, that having a Taurus moon myself, like the shadow of that is overeating, but a way to sort of put that into a positive spin is like how much I love scent, because a lot of scents I like are gourmet, and layering them and just smelling delectable is something that brings me great joy. And so those sort of caramel tones feed into that. So every time like I see something like this, I'm just like, oh, it's so luxurious. I love the colour. Oh, yes. I don't even care what's in it. I do care what's in it, but oh my goodness, the bag. Is that a witch thing? Bags and boxes and... Oh, yes. Okay. All right. I see you, witch casket. Enchanted ornate altar scissors, and look at them. Right, firstly, I can never find my scissors, so having a specific magical pair is actually brilliant. And they've got all the stars and stuff on here again. What did I say about starry-eyed little lady? You might want to take the lid off, Joey. There we go. More ASMR. Hang on. Snip, 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 snip. I love it. And they're just so cool. And they're well made as well. Like a lot of the times people really skimp on these sorts of little things. But this, no, these will last. These are really good. And they come with a little guard on, as you saw, because Joey was nearly thwarted by it. She's a simple person talking about herself in the third person. But you can keep the guard on, and they you know, that's good health and safety. Good health and safety. Okay. Hang on a minute. Oh, hang on. We're going to do the every time. It's habit now. What is our spell, I wonder? Oh, good for you, witch casket. I love burial spells. What was I saying about Bive and letting go and death and funeral rites? Here we go. And it's got Angelica. Is that in there? Did I? There's, yes, yeah, it might be in here. Angelica's one of my favourite herbs, and I was talking about it not 2 nights ago when I was talking to, well, I was doing a talk for a group on the 3 cauldrons, and I was talking about the cauldron of warming at the base attached to the realm of the sea, which is rebirth, beginnings and endings of all things in the ocean. And Angelica is associated with that cauldron, so there you go. Oh, synchronicities. Right, we have a ornate glass tear catcher. In Witchcraft, collecting tears can be a useful practice, since our tears can be used for spells in letting go and moving on. Angry tears can be used in spells to let go of your anger, and sad tears can be used in spells to ease your sorrow and grief and let go of things that hurt you. Add tears to anoint candles and tools, ritual baths, potions, etc. I kind of love that all of that is written on the box. This is very Victoriana, so Victorians used to do this sort of thing. And indeed, I mean, I'm trying not to be rude. Yeah, there's a man on TikTok that would give you a very dodgy look right now. He's a paramedic. So don't do anything dodge with it. But there you go. It's absolutely gorgeous. Glass with all the patterns on to catch your tears. You can use it for other things as well if you don't fancy doing the tear thing. But I love how well thought out this box is. They do tend to do really well with that, like thinking of things that can be utilised in the spell of the month, or like the theme of spells of the month in a really beautiful way. Now, I could smell these when I opened the box, and I was like, oh my god, that smells amazing. So we've actually got incense cones this month. Now, I'll admit I'm not a big cone fan. I prefer stick, personally. But these smell so good. A traditional cleansing incense burned to banish just negative or stagnant energies. I don't know why I don't like cones as much. I think just because they seem so dangerous to me. But there you go. All right, come on. Because the light is about, there you go, that's what they look like. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in there. So you get 6 of these, and they smell amazing. I do like a good sandalwood. It has to be a good sandalwood. Here's my Taurus moon again. I don't like cheap sandalwood, because cheap sandalwood is, there's something just awful about cheap sandalwood. It's like, don't do that to sandalwood. Whatever they do to it to make it smell toxically cheap, it's awful. I'm not sure what happens in the process, to be honest. But me, I always buy like slightly more expensive sandalwood essential oils just to make sure, it's nothing worse than a bad essential oil for sandalwood. Right, here's that magical herbal blend we were talking about. A magical blend of Angelica. There she is, dandelion leaf. Oh, dandelion is my plant spirit ally. And lemon balm. And on the back of the box, use this for any spell or ritual related to letting go and moving on. Used to dress or encircle candles, charm bags, spell baths, and jars and things. You'll have to forgive me if I'm a bit nasal. I think I'm trying to avoid getting a cold. Best way to try and avoid getting a cold: olive leaf capsules and turmeric tea. Right, so there's your herbal blend. I've not got a bowl over here, but let's have a look. Have a sniff. Delicious. Oh, as much as I can sniff through this oncoming cold, which is not going to be a cold because we are letting that cold go. You see what I did there? Right, I think this is the last thing. Yeah. Good haul. And this is a smoke cleansing crystal shelf, a unique invention crafted exclusively for which CASKET. Place crystals, jewelry, amulets, or small items that need to be cleansed on the upper shelf, lighting your incense cone below. Allow the smoke to cleanse your item of negativity, and then it's ready for use. Oh, I like this idea. This is a neat idea, and it's wood. Oh. Witch casket. Look at it. I mean, I'm trying with this awful light, and I'm sorry, guys, but look. The little holes to allow the smoke through are stars, and the moon phases are up here. Well, you might be a new contender to be a new favourite box, because I am absolutely enamoured with this. I think this is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love the colour palette. I love the ideas behind everything. I love the execution of everything. I like the smallest details in things. I love every single item. It feels oddly luxurious to me, given that it is for like releasing, but sometimes the best gift we can give ourselves is to help ourselves let go and move on. So maybe that's why that's coming through for me. And I'm deeply connected with moth energy, although I think some of them are meant to be butterflies, and that would make sense in terms of transformation. But these must be moths because of the moon, right? So I just, j'adore. I'm super impressed. I really, really like it. It's just flippin' beautiful. And I mean, utilizing this for cleansing things is absolutely gorgeous. If you didn't want to do that, you could also have it like a crystal shelf, or I'm just so in love with this idea, witch casket. This might be my new favorite box. It's a close one, but I love everything in here. I absolutely adore it. I have no notes. Like, sometimes there's one or two things that I'm like, maybe it's not for me, but I appreciate it. No, everything in here, delicious and really interesting in terms of thinking slightly outside the box. Really impressed they put a burial spell in. This is something that matters deeply to me. I talk about funeral rites and burial spells all the time, and this is with working with Bive and her death aspect. And to have the guts to go there in a commercial box, bravo. I love it. All right, guys, that's it for this month's witch casket. I was going to say this week. This month's witch casket. I'm going to go have some more turmeric tea before I get any more growth. Many blessings, and I'll talk to you next time.